Greetings and welcome to the 1/6 Scale Man Probably presents another episode of The Corner. I'm your host, Leo Rockwell, for the 1/6 Scale Man YouTube channel. Sorry we are delayed today. A lot of things happened this morning and had to kind of recover from it. But thank you for being here. Thank you guys for actually being in attendance and always being fully supported. Again, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you're always up to date as to what's going on over here in the channel. Now, I'm not here by myself. I do have the crew in here with me. What's going on with you guys? How are you?
Hey there. How's it going?
Hello. Happy New Year. Yeah, it's the first time we've seen you since then.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Happy New Year.
Well, crappy New Year. But, you know, it's going to get better. It'll get better.
It'll get better.
Yeah,
always does.
Definitely will get better. Things will get better moving into the new year. Things will get better. Things will be changed. Put it that way. There'll be some changes.
And a shed load of figures.
Yeah. That's becoming a problem too, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Flipping
we live in a space where like collecting is just, you know, if it's not just the problem with the, you know, problems that we experienced in the past with the hobby, but then it's always everything else that kind of evolves from it. So it's just a crazy experience all around. Like it is. Like last night I was in here cleaning up and moving some boxes around to kind of make some space, and just I was looking at everything. I was like, man, like it's a lot of boxes. There's a lot of things here, and yet we order other things and we want other things to come in. And I think that, you know, as a company, Hot Toys, again, it's a business, but I don't think they really understand the effect that personally it has on us. In the simple fact that, like I said, it's just an overload dumping ground of just figures at a time where, and especially like we laugh and joke about it, okay, business is business. But I had somebody actually message me and was like, bro, I have to bow out because literally it affected me during the holiday season. To whereas, you know, I had to, it was like two people that I know actually had figures come out, like payments come out that they weren't prepared for. That affected them the entire holiday. So they're my whole Macari list of figures. One person had over 40 figures that they had up for order, up for they were selling because they're bowing out of the community because of this. And here's the thing: is one thing doesn't mean it's not really. You can't blame a company for being where they are and what they do, but at the same time, it's like when it gets to that, then you're sucking the life and the fun out of the whole situation. But at the same time, then it always comes down to that conversation. Whereas, well, life is filled with choices. We make the choice to do these things. Make the choice to collect. We want all this stuff. And you're not really thinking about like something like this could happen. So
but kids with it, aren't we?
Yeah.
You know, we spend all our pocket money before we've got it years in advance. It's just like, but it's exciting, and it does take you back to being a kid again, but you'd only get what you got. Like my dad used to take me to a toy shop. I used to see him on a Sunday. We'd always finish the day, even if we'd been out to the zoo, we'd go to the toy shop and he'd like an action figure. So I had such a great collection when I was a kid, and then I got to 10 and my parents split up when I was much younger. And there was a load of stuff happened, and I just ran away from home to live with my dad. And all I could take was my monkey and get on my bike because I couldn't carry all my action figures. So I left them all. So I'm wondering, like psychology wise, is that why I collect now? Because I had to leave them all abandoned, all the little action figures.
That makes sense.
Who knows?
That makes sense.
Yeah. I bloody love it though.
Yeah. It's the craziest type of situation when you think about it. You know, I try to come down here, and how's my audio now? Is it better? I think a lot of my audio was kind of crazy because, again, for some reason, that wants to attach to the phone. Even when I turn the Bluetooth off, it does the same thing. So how's the audio now? Is it better? Is it better? Because I turned it off. If it's better,
move your head.
Yeah, right. Is it better now?
Good.
Everything's good.
That's
okay.
Good.
Yeah. So it was the stupid phone. That's why I had to turn it off. But Yeah, it's I thought about this, and even like sometimes it can affect your life.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It can definitely affect your life outside of it too. Like you might
Mm.
have family that it affects, because of it, the lack of time, and us as content creators, we're doing a lot of this stuff, and we're cutting away from time that can be spent elsewhere and stuff like that. So I got to think about that. No, it's just a lot, man. It's a lot that kind of goes into it, and it's been rough. Like it literally 2024 was probably one of the roughest years when it comes to collecting, and it's behind us now. We're in 2025, so I think it's now we got to make choices. And what I mean by choices, it's choices in a way that really if you want to be affected, if you want that positive experience from it, you have to engage in a way that makes sense for you, your family, your lifestyle, your own personal well-being, your mental capacity, everything. Because here's the thing, it's crazy. The crazy part about this is that toys have affected relationships and friendship. Toys.
Yeah.
Wild.
I never thought that I would be saying this live. Of 37 people that are toys have affected relationships.
When you actually break it down to that,
When you break it down to that, toys, figure collecting has affected relationships.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Not the world, but pieces of the shit that I got behind me.
Not even politics.
Not even politics, but toys have affected relationships. Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
Toys, figure collecting. You know what I mean? To the point where, like Allen Ivery's we're talking about practice, not a game, but we're talking about collecting, not life. Yeah. We're talking about collecting has basically affects friends that I've had, friends that that I've been close with, have gone with not a whim of why. That's just what it is. Mental. Isn't that crazy?
It's a lot of the time, I don't know. I think sometimes, like specifically like during COVID, I think some people just get into a hobby for the wrong reasons. Suddenly they're getting, stimulus checks or whatever you're getting. And people want to spend their money, and they want to spend their money on things that make them feel good, especially during that period. And, it's hard when the bill comes due.
Yep.
And when that happens, sometimes, if you didn't plan for things, it can end up causing you to just get overwhelmed and be like, okay, I'm out. I can't do this anymore. And you just stop. Yeah. And I mean, that might make people feel better now, excuse me, in the short term, because suddenly they don't have to worry about where their money is going to go. It's not going to these things anymore. So now they can reallocate their spending. But at the same time, you turn around and you look at your stuff, you look at the stuff behind you, Lael, or the stuff that you have, Mandy, and it's if it's all suddenly gone because you sold it, how do you feel then?
Exactly.
Who am I? That'd be like, who am I without my little 12-inch friends?
Yeah. Yeah. Who am I at that particular point? Because then you do it, and what happens is you get resentful. You resent everything, everybody around you, because then you're basically feeling like you're doing it to appease another person's, perception of you, or just to make everybody else feel good. You're disrupting your own personal space. And that to me is just like, wow. When I was literally, bro, I sat back here. It was crazy. I cut myself too. I literally paper cut off of boxes. Ain't that crazy? But I was moving things around. I was moving things. Yo, literally, I was moving boxes. I found a figure that was still in the box that I never opened.
No.
And I forgot completely about.
What was it?
That was sitting right here in front of a whole bunch of boxes. It was everywhere right here. in front of me. You know what that figure was?
Go on.
Solo, a Star Wars Story Mud Trooper.
No way.
That I have been searching for and forgot that I had. That came years ago.
Yeah.
But was in a box over here that I had never opened.
It's a great figure as well. It'll go
it's
with
a
your
great figure.
Yeah.
But the crazy part about it is that's how much life has taken over within the last couple of years. Pandemic, everything that we've experienced, it's been crazy. It's been literally crazy, and it has hurt everything. And that's the part about it. Like, you know, when it gets to that, like I was even, and I'm not gonna lie, and we say this all the time, but people don't understand how close as a content creator you are from saying, I'm done. I just want to be behind the scenes, and I want to just collect, and I don't want to know what happens. That's where I want to be. I don't want to hear it. I just want to be behind the scenes. But when you're already in this world, it's like, damn, where would I go after that? If I'm done with it and my channel and subscriptions have been filtered off of this right here, what do I do with it? And what was the point in working this hard to get to this point?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And also a lot of people would be very sad.
Yes.
Would they though?
Yeah.
Would they though? Would they really care? Because I'm pretty sure that there would be some people out there that be like, good. Yes, he's gone. He's out of here. And now let's you know what? Because it works two ways. Because people have personal agendas, or you know, that's the crappy part. But we do this, and I do it because I love it, but I don't do it for the misery. And what I mean by that is, it's like, even when we're thinking about collecting, like, we don't want to be in that space where what we love becomes
you harm,
because it causes you mental harm, like mental, you know, physical in most cases sometimes, because people get sick over certain things. Do we want to be in that space? So it's a lot to think about. And I'm hoping at 2025, because we are now, this is the first show of 2025 for us on Collectors Lounge. I'm hoping moving forward, it's a better experience. So that's what I want. I literally pray that people going forward will embrace life and embrace what it feels like to afford these things, or not afford it, but at least have something that you can hold on to, because there's people that don't. And also have respect for just humanity going forward. I hope and I pray that something like that could happen. You know what I mean? And I hope that, you know, just like the Guido, the haters would just go attack someone else. It's not really about you. It's about them. You are absolutely right, bro. They'll move on to the next. They will. And it happens.
Like
You're definitely
bullies in the schoolyard, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll keep bullying. You either stand up to them or ignore them. And, you know, eventually they'll find someone else. But it isn't. And I say it to the kids that I teach. It's like, it's not a problem with you, bud. It's a problem with them. Who knows what's going on in their lives? I'm not making excuses for them, but people are arseholes because there's something else going on. Because it's an effort to be an arsehole. It is.
It's effort,
a lot of the
takes
time.
work.
But it does. It's more of an effort to be an arsehole than to just go, just let it go.
Just let it go. And
Whatever
people don't know how to let it go. That's just basically what it is. Anyway, Mandy, how are you doing? How was your holiday? How was your New Year's? Was it good?
Good. We went to a friend's. We played games. We had a meal. It was quiet, but I was before I went, I was not feeling it. I've had a down few weeks, as you know, with stupid arm and not being able to do everything that I could do, which I will be able to do. I know. Take a breath. But we went to a friend's, and I was like, oh God, should I cancel? Because I don't want to bring anyone else down. But no, and it was brilliant, and it was fun, and we played games, and it put me on a high for a couple of days, just having a meal, hanging out with friends, and just, that's what it was about, you know. I made it till 12 o'clock. In fact, I made it till 1 o'clock, which is the latest I've been up in a long time. And it was just ace. It was ace, Nice,
Yeah.
very quiet. Everything's been quiet. I've been to the cinema a few times. Gladiator was really good. Gladiator 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoyed
I
it.
saw it
It's like,
too. It was
Yeah.
definitely a different experience. I still rather have the original.
yeah,
Because I love the original. I love the first one, but the second one was entertaining. It was
yeah.
definitely entertaining. Yeah.
So yeah, it's
Have to
been
check
good.
it out.
It's been good hanging out with the dog, and yeah, Chopper came in this week, and it's nice to have that little droid, the proper Hot Toys one. I know I've got my custom, and then I've got Chatterback Chopper as well, but it's really nice to have it the perfect scale with the 1/6 figure.
Yeah.
So that was ace. So that was a good one. Yeah, and it's got some more coming in this week, which I'm very excited about. Yeah, just
Mhm.
yeah, good.
Yeah, definitely. No, I get that. I definitely get that. Chewy, man, what's up with you, bro? How was your week? How was your New Year's?
New Year's was good. We went out with to watch the festivities on, we went out to this pub not far from us.
Mhm.
And then one of my coworkers came with us who had been sick, but insisted that she was fine. And then a day or so later, I started coming down with something. So she's been getting dirty looks from me for the last few days.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did the New Year's thing. Then we it's like we got home. We had my wife and I, we had another drink, and then we went to bed.
Yeah.
It was old people New Year's.
Yeah. That's the way we just stayed in and just watched.
Yeah.
The countdown. I mean, it got that way because I know here there wasn't really too much going on, so we just decided to stay in, and we had done so much during the holiday. It was just like, all right, let's take a break, and it's moving that direction. So yeah, I already know that's how it be. But other than that, man, everybody out there, thank you for being here as always. Now, before we kind of jump in, like I always do, just pay my respects to those who actually get us the figures that we actually need. Starting with my man Ray over there at Underground Figures. If you're looking for the latest and greatest, head on over there. No NRD. Shipping and handling is definitely reasonable. Sign up for that newsletter so you're always up to date as to when your figure is going to arrive and when a new figure is released. Create yourself an account as well. Ray always have certain deals, so look out for those. Tell him I sent you over there, and he'll definitely take care of you as he always does. Also got to give a shout out to my man Ray over there at Hawk Wars Toys. If you were looking for the latest and greatest as well, you get a nice little care package, not just the figure, but you get stickers, comic books as well. Again, shipping and handling is definitely reasonable. On top of that, coming off of Figure Flex Fridays, Fallout, there's always, contributions from Ray. So definitely want to give him a shout out as always, because he's such a dope and good person. Also got to give a shout out to Watcher Six over there, Comic Relief Comic Collectibles. If you're looking for the latest and greatest comics, 1/10 scale, quarter scale, anything you're looking for, you can definitely find it over there, and he'll make sure that you have what you need. And last but not least, got to give a shout out to my man Brian Wong over there at Modu Case, Modu Space. If you're looking for your selection in collections, it's in general. Again, whether it is the mono or different display options, you can find it over there, and he'll definitely make sure that you have everything that you need to proceed. So definitely want to give him also a super duper shout out as well. Now let me actually go here and say what's up to everybody in the chat right now. We got my man Striker 47. Thank you for being here as well. Love having you here. We got 12-inch Smooth Dream. Thank you for being here as well. Who else we got? Let's see here. Who is this? Obi Dave Kenobi. Thank you for being here. Who else do we got in here? Tijuana Mike. Thank you for being here as always. S Beam is in the building. Thank you for being here. Justin McFly is here. Mark Lee is in the building. Thank you for being here, man. As always. Let's see here. Doguito as well. Thank you for being here, my man. 66 grand. Thank you for being here as always. CJP Models is in the building. Thank you for being here. Windman KG is in the building. Thank you for being here as always, man. Do appreciate you, bro. He said at the end of the day, these are things we can enjoy, but we shouldn't idolize these figures and let it affect our lives and our relationships. At the end of the day, these are things. KG, Such a smart dude, bro. Such a smart dude, bro. I couldn't have said it any better, man. Any better than that, bro. Love you, bro. Thank you for being here, as always. Who else we got? Movie Cannon. Thank you for being here, brother. I'll be on his show tonight. Who else do we have in here with us? Let's see here. Mark Lee. My man Dockinator, the Booty King, is in here. Thank you for being here. As always, Timothy Dixon is in here. Mary Sullivan is in here. We got my man Nia2 is in here. Mark P. Like, who else do we have in here? Rusty Bronco is in here. Thank you for being here, brother. As always, we got Iron Star Killer. Who else is in here with us? I don't want to forget anybody. And my man Pulal is in here. Thank you for being here, brother. We definitely appreciate you and thank you for being here.
I love his photo.
I do
right. It expresses
hilarious.
everything. It just says everything all in one. So let's jump into a couple of things here. Starting out with the release that we got last week that a lot of people were somewhat, I can say somewhat waiting on, but at the same time, some of it was a bit of a, you know, a not disappointment, but a struggle for a lot of people because it was untimely in a sense. And a lot of this we're seeing that's definitely untimely, but again, you know, this is what lets you know that again, you got to be on your game when it comes to these pieces. It is that Jack Sparrow. It is the Artisan. I think it's the Artisan and the regular version. I'm not sure, but I think this is just the Artisan version so far from what I see. But definitely it looks good. It definitely looks like Johnny Depp.
That's the deluxe. That one.
What'd you say?
It's the plastic bandana. That one.
Yeah.
So that's the deluxe, and then the next one's the Artisan.
And then then we have the Artisan version, which is the one I have on order. I was smart enough to put that on payment plan because again, it's going to be paid off a different way, and I'm learning how to wait on a lot of this shit because Christmas took over. But no, it looks good. It definitely looks like an incredible piece, man. One that, you know, a one-off from this line. But I know a lot of people who didn't get a chance to collect the original Jack Sparrow is happy about this one. Mandy, what you think about this piece?
Well, I had him paid off from the point of order when I pre-ordered him. So I didn't go for the Artisan. I went for just the deluxe one, still with the wheel, but just with the plastic dreads. I'm really excited for this. I haven't got any of the others. In fact, when he was announced for pre-order, I was about to get a DX15 off a guy. But I saw this and it's like, I prefer this with the wheel and stuff. Attention to detail, just brilliant. The fact that they're using leather as well. Obviously, you won't get those, you know. I don't think there's been that many issues with this figure anyway, but looks incredible. The wool hair looks incredible on the Artisan. The deluxe looks it's just, there's so much, you know, the treasure chest, you know, the little bottle with the black pearl. And I know if you had the before, I think the only downside I've seen people saying is the sword is plastic rather than die cast. You know, as long as you're careful, and you can get a replacement sword, I should imagine, from somewhere, can't you? But it looks phenomenal.
I don't mind it being plastic, to be quite honest. I mean, I really don't have any quarrels between plastic and die cast because sometimes, you know, with having like the die cast version, sometimes it can loosen the joints, you know, to the point where, you know, you can't keep it posed a certain way. With the plastic, I know I can maneuver around it as long as it looks realistic enough for me. I'm good. But I know, but it's not wrong. I mean, a lot of people, because you have some people who do like, and they will get like a custom die cast piece, and I get it. Just for me specifically, I don't really care whether either way. I would rather it be plastic, so then I don't have to worry about.
Yeah, like, if you have the arm up, it'll just stay on.
It'll just unless you have like ratcheted joints, then of course that helps. But you know, it's just with these figures, you never know. You know, it's always
look at it. Look at the face. Oh, it's so good. Did you see that somebody had put up a picture? I think I put it in our little chat. Of the 3 different versions, because there were people moaning saying they haven't captured the likeness. It's like, which eyes are you seeing, with the ones down there or the ones up here? So good. And also I've got Legolas coming in later in the year. I'm sure I could pair him up because he could be Will, couldn't he?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that does look good. It does look
So
good.
good, so good. Everything. Look at the shirt. It
Mhm.
just looks brilliant. But
They
I
weathered it
haven't.
really well.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
But
it
then
does
they've
look
all been
incredible.
good, haven't they? You know, like
Mhm.
all the Jack Sparrows. There's just something about the character, and
Mhm.
you know, I mean, I love the ride too. So
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely looks
so
good.
good.
Chewy, what's your thoughts on this, man?
I think it looks amazing. I'm not getting it, but yeah, it's like I don't understand how anyone can possibly think that doesn't look like Johnny Depp. But you
Yeah.
know, I mean, people are nitpicky. Sometimes people just really, you know, if it's out of sorts even the littlest bit, then it doesn't look, you know. But yeah, no, I love the fact that they're using the real leather again, and that I think the artisan version has a cloth bandana. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the cloth bandana right here,
Yeah,
and then there's
yeah.
the plastic on the other. So yeah.
If I were to get this figure, I would have him with the hat on anyway. So I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'd have that hat on him all the time.
Yeah.
Because I love
It's
that
cool.
look.
Yeah.
And have him behind the wheel there like that. Like that's kind of how I'd probably pose it right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a great piece. Like they really did a great job. There's just so much going on with that.
Yeah.
That, you know, clearly they've hired some really good artists over at Hot Toys.
Yeah, they did a hell of a job with this piece. They definitely did. And I think it looks awesome. Again, it'll be coming home, but again, it's just going to take its time to get here. But you know, once it gets here, you know, definitely, I think they did a phenomenal job. It's crazy though how this, again, but I respect it because how this is basically coming out before Anakin, you know, and
so quick.
But I think that here's the thing, and that's why I have so much respect for Hot Toys right now, because they're saying we're not just going to put anything out. Let us work on it. We guarantee that when we're done, it'll look good, but just give us time because we know the you know, the concerns. So let us just work on it, and then when we put it out, we guarantee you to be good. But just give us some time and be patient, and I respect that. I can respect that.
The pressure on doing Anakin as well, you know, you can't.
There's a lot of pressure on that, and you can't just do it. You know, you can't. You have to really be precise, and you know, you have to be on point when you do it. So I respect them. I respect them a lot for, you know, just coming in and taking their time and saying that when we do it, we want to do it right. So just give us a minute and, you know, we'll get it together. You know what I mean? So just wanted to put that out there. Now we got a couple of reveals this week as well, which we're going to, you know, definitely talk about here. One which I should have expected, but I didn't expect at the same time because I didn't think about it. But pleasant surprise nonetheless, and I'm definitely excited about it, and that is Darth Malgus Legends, and this is basically from the Legends line, but of course, you know, people who know, you know, this is from the Old Republic. He did basically have a stint in the lore itself, a lot of novels, a lot of comics. You know, he was in a couple books. And his impact on the Old Republic, if you know anything about this particular character, tormented past, but thirst for power. You know, again, there's a lot that kind of goes into this character. He is like almost as evil as it comes, like literally. But subjectively, when you think about it from the dark side and the light side's point of view, what is the terminology of evil? Because again, you know, from like Anakin said, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. And a lot of what we actually could have seen and know from the lore, in a way, you know, George Lucas just flipped the idea on the other side. It was like, damn, it's crazy how we look at it. Like those who are in authority or those who have the power, sometimes when we look at it, it's like, damn, that's insane how all these years I might have thought that, you know, there were good aspects and you could do no wrong. But then we think about it, it's like, fuck, maybe you are some flaws. So I like that. I like the controversy and the conflict between both the light and the dark. That's why it balances itself out. But Malgus is as dark as it comes. I'm excited about this piece. Chewy, what you think about this piece, man?
That's a pre-order on this was no question at all. I loved playing the game so much.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time since I played it. It's been easily 10 or 15 years since I played it. But excuse me, the just the fact that they're doing these makes me so excited for what else that Howard's gonna tackle from Star Wars, just because Legends, for a lot of people, I think people thought Legends was pushed to the side now because of Disney and everything else. But I think Howard, first and foremost, he is a pre-Disney Star Wars fan. So it's like OT prequels, the old Knights of the Old Republic, like all that stuff that was coming out for like the last 25 years. Sorry, even 30 years actually. But I think that his willingness to tackle these kinds of pieces speaks a lot to how he's moving forward. I'm 100% confident at this point that we're going to get Bastila Shan.
Oh my God! Don't do that to me, bro. Don't give me hope.
I think we are.
Don't give me hope.
I think we will. I think
hope.
we're going to get Darth Nihilus as well. I bet you would get Nihilus. I want Nihilus so badly. But yeah, like Malgus, I would imagine he's probably got Darth Bane on his mind too. Like there's all these ideas of these characters that are legends. He's got an entire playground to go with here, and I would 100% feel confident in saying that there's going to be more of these, and I really, really hope so, because this is going to be with I'm going to put this one on a shelf with my Revan, with my Starkiller, and then whatever else he does from the Legends line, I'm going to put them all together because they all complement each other so well. Yeah, I loved this. I was so happy that this got announced.
It's absolutely breathtakingly beautiful, man. Like it's one of those things that, literally, again, if they do it, and Julia, if they give us a Bastila Shan, if they give us a Nihilus, if they give us, Malik, if they basically give us, oh man, there's so fucking many that I want.
47.
Exactly, bro.
That'd be amazing.
If they, bro, like I want them to go down the complete line, because again, like Old Republic and Knights of the Old Republic were always, I had Knights of Old Republic 1. I played both games. I went back and played them from the light and dark, because again, you could do that. But man, like it's definitely unique. What do you think about this, Mandy?
It's beautiful. I didn't pre-order it because I'm trying not to pre-order anymore. When it comes out, if I can get one, and I've got the cash, I'm being very sensible, because obviously the first thing you want to do is like quick pre-order. But I'm trying to be good, as good as I can be. Yes, the Range Troopers come in on Wednesday, but yes, Jack's coming on Wednesday, and yes, Sabine's coming on Wednesday. But that is me being good, because it's just apart from the Range Trooper. But it looks so good. It does. It looks so good. I really like that base as well. I know some people aren't keen on the round bases, but I really like them. Like, isn't Chewie's coming out with a round base, isn't he? And Han?
I think so.
Yeah.
Hello.
I had to bring this guy in here because he's hilarious, but also he's a Star Wars aficionado as well. So definitely had to bring him in as well. Thank you for being here, Brett.
Pre-orders and the dark side.
Put that in the same tone, man. Like that's definitely how it is, man.
Pre-ordering quicker, easier, more seductive.
Yeah. But You know what? I wanted to bring you in here. Mandy, I'm sorry, you're not done yet. You're not done
No,
yet.
no, I'm
Yes.
done.
Oh,
I'm done. I'm done. So I'm keeping my dark side at bay and just trying to stay on the light side and not pre-order. Yeah, it's
Speaking of
hard.
which, guys, Mandy's coming here so stylish and putting us to shame, right now, bro. Like this,
I know.
she has a Carhartt hat on, which is
know.
again, you already know, bro. It's crazy.
I went for a walk with a dog and it was so cold and my hair's all over the place. So it's like, right, I'm keeping my hat on.
Definitely. But I brought, because the thing is, I love what you wrote, and that's it's true. It is so true, but no one has ever fucking said it this way, bro. But it's the truth. It's secretive. It's not necessarily evil. Attachment to emotions that kind of drive the power that you possess isn't an evil thing, because the thing is, compassion also helps you have compassion towards others, but compassion and love. But then the Jedi teaches us not to have those things and to detach ourselves from those things so we don't grow attachment to others. And because of that, you can become careless and selfish. And it creates that level of hubris. But what you just now said was like, yo, it's not evil, it's secretive. What did you mean by that, bro?
That it's basically, it's kept, everything about the dark side is kept close to the vest. I mean, you think about the rule of two, you have, of course, you have the Sith and you have the apprentice, and well, you don't want to teach the apprentice too much because eventually the apprentice is going to kill the master and become the master and then gain a new apprentice. So much like what Palpatine was doing with Vader, he's like, I'm not going to teach you everything I know. I just don't want to, or I'll teach it to you when I feel like teaching it to you, knowing full well that you're going to try to take me out the second I'm done. But really, it's clouded in secrecy. It's not out there in the light. The teachings are closely held, they're held close to the vest. And so it's not necessarily evil. You look at you go back to the prequels, for instance, you look at what the Jedi were doing and what Anakin went through. If they had shown compassion, if they had shown understanding and empathy like the Jedi are supposed to do, then Anakin would not have gone to the dark side. But they did the opposite of what you would expect a Jedi to do. It's like, you're supposed to be the quote unquote good guys. Meanwhile, Palpatine's just like, the Sith, check us out. I'm not going to judge you like these people are judging you. And also, they just don't.
That's a really good point. Anakin was so passionate as well, wasn't he? He was so passionate. He was flawed and he knew it, and
Well, the Force is
no
so
room for flaw. There's no
the
room
Force
for flaw in
is
the
the
Jedi.
Force, right? Like, that's the thing. It's not the Force itself isn't good or evil. It's how an individual chooses to use it.
Exactly. The Force, again, there's balance between the two. It just depends on how well you do it, because you can experience emotions, but then it's how you allow those emotions to influence your actions. And on top of that, you can have a level of discipline. So it teaches you both. They both have to, because one can't coexist without the other. So we know that's the space that it lives in, and that's something that it takes a lot of thought, it takes a lot of understanding, and we get that. But again, it's been manipulated in so many different ways, and also just that train of thought can go into the way we experience life even now with religion itself. Because some acts of religion, like whether it's Catholicism, Hinduism, the Islamic religion, Christianity, all points of religion can be used in a way that it is productive or counterproductive to belief. You know what I mean? So goes, a lot of these things, there's so many tips to take from it. But I like what you said, bro. Like, the secretive, it's secret, and it being, is it really a bad thing?
It's how you use it. It's how you conduct yourself. Every Sith was not the same. Every Jedi, there were Jedi that did questionable things.
Look what they did to Ahsoka. Bastards.
Exactly. That right there. It's just like you don't have the moral high ground. That's the great tragedy of the prequels, is that Palpatine managed to have the Jedi act against their own beliefs and made them all hypocrites. It's like you say you're here for peace, and yet you're all generals. And you're leading a war. It's like you're gonna betray all of your principles, and that's what they did systematically throughout the prequels. Sadly,
the acolyte, Look who came out as the good guy in the Acolyte.
Yeah. And if you
Right?
think of exactly
Yeah.
right, but when you think about this, it's like even from Malgus's standpoint, Malgus was afraid to get close to people. He didn't, even in the books and the lore, Malgus wouldn't get close to anyone because that closeness, or it was a defeating fact for him. He felt as though that would take away a level of power, but it was within reason because of what was done to him even in the past. But his thirst for power, how evil he was, kind of overrided everything. So when we're looking at it, like even when we look at characters like him, we look at I think the most evil of them all was Nihilus, because he was evil. Evil. But again, we'll always say from a certain point of view. But not to kind of just get off track though. What you think about this figure, bro? What's your thoughts on it?
On Malgus?
Yeah.
My thoughts on Malgus are the same as my thoughts on Starkiller and my thoughts on Revan. I absolutely love the fact that these characters, that these figures are being made, and that they're turning out this good. I recently almost fell into the trap of on Sideshow. I saw that Starkiller was waitlisted, and I have not pre-ordered Starkiller yet.
Yeah.
And so I immediately went, took to the internet to try to track it down. And I had to stop for a moment and look at my collection and go, okay, where is this going to go?
Where is it going to fit? Yeah.
Where is it going to fit? And I had to stop myself from, the knee-jerk reaction of, oh God, I got to get it because I'll never be able to get it. So much like this character, I'm eventually going to get Darth Malgus. It's not going to be a dopo, as Yoda once said. FOMO is the path to the dark side. FOMO leads to dopo. Dopo leads to oh no.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Are you getting that Hot Toys Mythos like Vader? Are you getting that one?
Oh, that looks good.
And that's also that's a piece right there that I think I go back to much like a tattoo design that you're thinking about getting. You put it in a drawer, you look at it again months later, you're like, I still like it. Look at it again months later. I have 4 Vaders.
Yeah.
I might have to get rid of one of the Vaders if I'm going to get the Mythos style Vader. I like it. It's like borderline a statue, but it moves. And if you get it with a sculpted cape, I absolutely love that. It's going to take up a ton of real estate. But I've never seen a Vader figure outside of 3/4 or 3 3/4 or 6 inch, do that. And that's when they were doing figures from the Force Unleashed. That great fight he had with Galen. But spoilers. But no, you could have a Legends collection all to itself, and you would have a full case by the time this is all said and done. Yeah, and I think that's fantastic.
Yeah. I here's the thing, because the reason why I asked you about that, because that would be now. I have to say this because if you're not going to get it, if it doesn't fit in your collection, I get it for what you're trying to accomplish. And that's the most important thing for any collector. The only reason why, again, I love Starkiller. Here's the thing. The reason why I don't pass on Star Wars is because I love Star Wars so much. There's certain things that I will pass on that I may not have that much connection to. And, I might just say, yeah, no, I'll get that at a later date. But there are things that I will get. That Mythos Vader, because how beautiful it looked, I was like, yeah. But then when they dropped Starkiller, I was like, yep, that's the reason why. That's the reason why. Because if the battle between both of them was fucking menacing and relentless. Yeah. Like it was horrific, the battles that they have actually had. But that was my reasons for saying, okay, yeah, I'll definitely do that. But no, I do basically get and understand, where you would. Oh, look at this, man. I do understand, where you are. And I like the light up LED feature on this. Now, here's the thing, because the price for this right now on Sideshow is like I think it's like 300 or 305 or something like that.
Something like that.
What now? Because I heard a lot of people like, yo, that's just pricey. Now, I do keep in mind that base is LED, and his, the suit itself has LED light up features. So in that aspect of it, I can understand it being the price that it is. You know, and I get it. You know, I get why it would be, you know, this expensive. You know, is it worth it to some? May not be. For others, it may be. So it just depends on where you're going with it and what you want. But I will say this. And I'm moving on here. To me, just to me, why this is 305, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because it's not a rooted figure. It doesn't have a rooted sculpt. It has minimal accessories, so it doesn't really have a lot. As you can see here, it just has Dogpool, which is a newly tool body. It has the head sculpt. Yes, I get it. It doesn't have minimal. It has the same accessories that you would get with Deadpool. So it has that. Why it's 305, I don't get it.
It's more expensive than the Wolverine with the different arms and the different sculpts, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, he's a good character and he was fun to see in the film, but
I wonder if Ryan Reynolds maybe they had to pay him a lot for the likeness, because they haven't done one with his actual face yet. This is the first time, isn't it? So I wonder if that was maybe part of the factoring of why they charge so much for it. But the fact that he's that much and he's not artisan, that's weird. Yeah. If ever there was a character that should be artisan, this is one.
This is the one that I basically
it's restrictive, isn't it, on the head movement, like with the
hair. With the hair. Yeah. Now the hair is soft goods, so you can basically move the hair around, but I just think it made more sense as artisan. But I understand that it would have also been hard to get unless they would have did 2 SKUs, which they could have done. If they did 2 SKUs, it would have made it easier for people to say, okay, cool, I'm with it. So I guess we exist in that space as well. But Mandy, what you think? Is this something that's going to come home, or are you passing?
Nah, the only ones I'm getting, well, I've got the Deadpool with the golden katanas, and then I've got the Wolverine on pre-order, and that's it. Then I'm happy, because with that Deadpool you get baby pool, head pool, the dog. I mean, it looks good, and you know, it looks like he did in the film, but you know, for me, it was good to see in the film, but that's enough. That's enough. Like, I don't need Lady Pool, although she looks amazing. You know, I'd probably rather get Kid Pool over Nicepool. And I'm a sucker for a cowboy, so the cowboy one. Just the 2 for me, because like I say, that Wolverine, you get so much with him, and he's he was relatively cheap, as I remember. So not for me, you know, not for me, but good, you know. And I've got a mate that collects all the Deadpools, and he's got so many different versions of Deadpool, and I should imagine he'll be getting this, and you know, it'll look great with all the others. But I'm not, you know, I love the films, I love the character, but I'm not overly into him. So
he said, fun facts, Nicepool is actually credited as Gordon Reynolds, Ryan's fictional twin brother. That's funny. Nicepool's suit is so badass, though. It is. It's definitely a decent suit, a decent armor. So I like the way it looks. X, what you think about this piece, bro?
I was about to say, I really love the suit on this, and I love how clean it is. Of course, I've also gone on record as saying, where's the battle damage version of this? Again, I want his end of film look. Even just give me a nice torso to work with here. I think that would have been a great accessory for this 305. I don't know if I can speculate all day and say, well, maybe Hot Toys wanted to make this an exclusive and decided against making it an exclusive. So,
true. That could be it as well. And I didn't know that the base has a light up LED function too, as I see there. So that could probably be one of the things that pushed it over. But does it need to be an LED light up function on that base? I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting with it. So I don't know. Chewy, what you think about this, man?
I'm marked safe from this. I don't. Yeah, I've got like Mandy. I'm getting the Wolverine and the Deadpool that comes with the dog and the head pool and all that other stuff too. So I put Lady Pool and Kid Pool in my wish list on Sideshow because I keep going back to sort of, am I gonna pull the trigger on them? I kind of want to, but at the same time, I don't want my Deadpool and Wolverine thing to really just to blow out my collection.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one I think I'm good to pass on it. It looks great. They did a great job. The likeness is there.
Yeah.
But I certainly don't. I don't need this one.
You're
But
safe from it. You're safe
I'm
from
safe.
it. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. And here's the thing: is like I said, I know a lot of people were anticipating this one, but I think a lot of people were anticipating also the unmasked deluxe that they're going to be releasing soon. This piece, which honestly, I'm good on. I don't really need that one, to be quite honest. I'm definitely not. I'm happy for those who will go for it, but I'm good. I'm good in that space. I don't necessarily need it, so I'm kind of staying away from that. But again, it's it is what it is. $1 billion film, so we already know that they're going to note this. But I think people are more so waiting on the Resistance. People want Blade. People want Elektra.
Yes.
People want Gambit. You know what I mean? We already see a preview for X-23, so we got that already.
That looks really good.
Exactly. So that's what people are looking for. So we'll see how that ends up and how that happens. We just got to kind of watch and see how it's going to work down the road. So I don't know. But I know people in the chat, there might be a lot of people going after this, so we'll see how it goes. And I'm happy for it if you do it. Shout out to 1-6 Shooter for being here as well, brother. Thank you for being here in the building with us, man. I do appreciate that. We got Prop Wiz in here. I've got to save my chips up to make sure I have enough for that Blade figure. Whoo, you already know that one's going to be the draw, bro. I cannot wait for that. Definitely, I cannot wait for that. This right here, though, I do want to talk about too, because of course we got this that Hot Toys sort of teased. Now we know that Star Wars Celebration is coming up and they will be there. So I know at Celebration there's going to be a lot of things that they're going to have on display and some things that they're going to reveal, because Hot Toys. Now I want to stress this: Hot Toys will be there, not Sideshow. So they're going to take liberties. Hot Toys is going to take more liberties than Sideshow would. So this is going to be a Hot Toys display, not a Sideshow display. So I'm eagerly anticipating that. And I think that's going to be decent. So we know they're going to be there, which, they're going to probably introduce figures from, here's my thoughts. We're definitely going to get a Mandalorian tease, the movie, Mando and Grogu, so we're going to get that. There's going to probably be teasers for different shows, but at the same time, we know that Galen Urso is going to be a figure that they're going to tease there as well. They had already teased that, but I'm wondering what else they're going to give us at that point. So it's a wait and see. It's definitely a wait and see, how they're going to travel down that line. This is the interesting one right here. 20 years of Revenge of the Sith. So what are we going to get from this line? We're definitely going to get another Obi-Wan. Are we going to get an Artisan Obi-Wan? We'll see. Are we going to get a dark side Anakin? I think we will.
Yeah,
I hope so.
I think we will. I think we'll get our dark side Anakin, and it might be Artisan. We'll see how that's going to be. We already know we got that Palpatine's coming. We already know that they're actually sliding into the whole Jedi Council as well. We already know that we're getting Grievous as well, so we're going to have that. They're going to probably go through a host of different clones. Are we going to get another Dooku? Are we going to get another Yoda? Are we going to get another? Because there was rumors that we might even get another Mace. So are we going to get another Mace with the Purrs? It's going to opportunity to give us the Purrs, rolling eyes, stuff like that. Who knows? But this is definitely going to be interesting, nonetheless. We also know that Captain America: Brave New World That's going to be something that they're going to actually tackle, and that probably you're going to start seeing that within the next couple of weeks. Consider the simple fact that the movie comes out next month, so don't be surprised if you start seeing that. Now, we talked about this on Wednesday. I'm erring on the line that we're going to get a seamless Hulk. Some people said they don't think we're going to get a seamless Red Hulk, but I do. I honestly think that we're going to get a seamless Red Hulk. Chewie, what do you think about that?
I can't imagine why they wouldn't. Just because all the Hulks up to this point haven't been. So this is the perfect opportunity for them to innovate and to show what they're doing. I mean, they've been showing off a lot with the figures like that, the shirtless Wolverine, for instance, the Hugh Jackman with the TVA jacket and all that. Like they can do it. They can do a full seamless body if they want to. And if they're going to do it for a Hulk, the first one to do for Harrison Ford, Red Hulk, that just makes sense to me. But I think they'll do it. I really do. I can understand why some people maybe wouldn't think so, but I don't know. I think that'll be their opportunity to show that, that they've got that technology down now. Because so far all their seamless stuff in the last year has looked amazing. So yeah, I can't imagine them not showing off with the Red Hulk like that.
Yeah,
Dan's waiting now. Dan's waiting to come in.
Yeah, I see. Got him in here now. I definitely got him in here. What's going on, Dan? How you doing, bro?
What's up, man? What's up? How's everybody doing?
Pretty good.
Hey.
Good. Thank
Pretty
you.
good. We're talking about this Brave New World, and I was talking about the Red Hulk, and that I think that there's a possibility that we might get like a seamless Red Hulk. But remember, we talked about this on Wednesday, and a lot of people felt as though we may not. What are your thoughts on it, bro?
I said no.
Yeah.
I want them to make one, but knowing Hot Toys is cheap ass. I don't know how much they're willing to
invest in that new body.
Invest in a new body, and then they're gonna upcharge like a motherfucker. Like we could easily be paying like $550 for a Hulk.
That's true. That's true. Especially if they're investing in the body. Yep. She-Hulk she
was like 305 or something, right?
I think she was about 305 or something like that. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. So she was expensive. Well, not as expensive, but she was expensive enough for a figure.
She was a big one though, wasn't she?
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
I reckon they'll do one.
Tall. She's pretty tall, but the musculature of the figure itself, like the detail in it, is really, really good. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, if they did something like this for a Red Hulk, that would be interesting.
They'd sell tons of them, wouldn't they? They would. They'd sell loads of them. I bet you $1, Dan. I bet you $1 they'll do one.
I think they should do it. I think either one that they're gonna pick, whether they do it seamless or not, it's gonna sell. It's Red Hulk.
Oh yes, it's Red Hulk. So you already know that they're gonna actually kill it with that.
They haven't done a red one before, have they?
Nope. No. First time.
Oh man, they would sell tons then.
First time. But they've given us a body of a figure that has red. They did give us basically a seamless. Hellboy. And I keep going back to that Hellboy. It was a red and it was seamless and it looked good.
That's a slept-on figure, man. I don't know why people are hating on that thing. I mean, the movie could have, I get it. It's not great. I like the movie.
But the
saw that
figure
yesterday at my local comic shop, that figure, and I was just like, oh,
it's a beautiful figure, bro. Figure. It is. It's definitely a beautiful figure. That's why I was like, what they could possibly pull something like that off. X, what do you think? A red Hulk or no?
Oh, I mean, to have a Hulk and to have it be timed with this film, to have it have the Harrison Ford likeness, and to have it be seamless, as we've mentioned, a way of showing off. This would be the way to show off.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't sell well, even if the film doesn't do well, I think this film will do well. I hope this film does well. But this will be a way for them to really show the next, I guess, the evolution of what they can do to get away from the wrist pegs to figure that part out. And again, that might be a real challenge because I think that would be the only piece that would really stand out is the visible wrist pegs for the character. But yeah, I mean, the price, it's going to be a hefty price for a hefty boy. And but will people pay it? Absolutely, to have a Red Hulk. And then if they do the Red Hulk, well, guess who's coming right after the Red Hulk? We're going to get more Hulk because now they know exactly how to do it. So be prepared for more Hulk on the way. So yeah, no, I would be shocked if they did. It's one of the biggest draws from this film.
Yeah, definitely. So I think
I'd be shocked if they didn't do
it. Maddie, how you feel?
I think they will. It'd be silly not to, really, wouldn't it? There's a lot of money to be made, and like you say, it's the first one, but then they've done all the work. So when they release a new green one, or the work's done. I'd be marked safe from that, but like,
true.
My Hulk was David Banner back in the 70s, the end of the 70s. Don't make me angry and I know a lot of people that would get that Red Hulk straight away. I think they will do it.
This one's going to be interesting here. Fantastic Four, because we already know the Thing is going to be easy to do, because we know that they'll actually give us Benjamin Grimm Thing. We'll definitely get Johnny Storm and Invisible Woman. There'll be some moving parts of how they can actually do that. And then we talked about how they would do Reed Richards, but after talking to Lou, I was like, okay, now it's in the realm of possibility. But Pedro Pascal, they're not going to pass on that. Come on, man.
No.
Pedro, they're going to give us Pedro. You know what I mean? Come on.
I love how that looks. I really like the graphics on there. I like how it looks. Looks really nice.
Yeah. So we know that they'll probably give us like a Galactus background, like a backdrop, or they might give us like a diorama base or some sort, but not a figure. Hell no.
Or a finger.
Yeah, or a finger, like a hand or something like that. Like with others, we have gotten like just like the glove or whatever, however they do it. It'll probably be a backdrop with him. If you saw the trailer of him looking inside of the actual building, something like that we might see. So again, we just got to kind of wait and see how that's going to pan off. And then also Thunderbolts. So we know that that's going to be coming as well. Again, another chance from, and we talked about this also on Wednesday. They have to get that Winter Soldier Bucky out first. But like as we said, then it will 100% hurt the sale of this one because people want that Bucky, bro. They want that Bucky Barnes from the Winter Soldier, me included, because that motherfucker is incredible. So, but we know that they're also going back to the long-haired version of Bucky in this film. So definitely can't wait to see how they do that. We're going to get for a lot of us, we're going to get definitely another Yelena, Ghost, Taskmaster. We're definitely going to get a Red Guardian. They call it a Walmart Cap. You already know the US soldier.
Agent.
The US agent, and then Sentry. You know what I mean? Of course, we don't know what Sentry's going to look like, but we know we're going to get an iteration of Sentry, in this film. So I can't wait to see that, depending on how they or what route that they go. If they even decide to dip into all of the characters, because we never know. And it also depends on the popularity of the film. That's it. Popularity makes a lot of money. That's it.
Yeah.
And then of course we got Toy Story. Now this might be a joke for some, but this is going to sell. They are going to make so much fucking money off of Toy Story because people want these pieces.
Bruh, I'm gonna be pissed if it's we get another Buzz Lightyear and it's like the same quality as the one I can get.
You could buy for like $30.
Like, how would they even do a Woody, bro? Like have that same like type of texture. They better like put a skeleton body over that. Like,
oh man,
that one's a weird one.
It's quite bizarre, isn't it? But I love it. I really love it.
He's just creepy.
Where did you get that?
I bought it off a guy on Facebook, but I saw it when it first came out, and if I
Let me
can,
see.
hang on. let's
Oh
get-
wow,
Okay,
Yeah,
That is
see,
creepy.
That's creepy as fuck.
It is
it's
creepy.
really good.
But it looks good though.
It looks great, but yeah.
flimsy, but you know, it's got movable eyes.
Wow.
And everything about it, they're like, you know, look at the boots.
Oh wow,
Oh yeah.
No, it looks good.
Wild.
It
yeah.
actually looks pretty good.
That looks
I
real
just
Yeah.
think
damn
it's the head
good.
sculpt.
Yeah, it is. I just love it. Even hang on,
Oh, the hat comes off.
hang on. Oh, where are we going? There we
There you
go.
go.
There we go.
Yeah, it's gonna sell. It's definitely gonna sell. It's gonna make some money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's definitely gonna make some money. We got it up, but that looks good. That definitely
I
looks
do.
good.
I love this. Brian, you know, from you know, Brian.
Mhm.
Brian Carr.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah.
got this figure, but he's got like a Tom Hanks head sculpt that he's put on
Oh,
it, and it
wow.
looks really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really heavy. This figure is. I'm practicing holding it with my manky arm, but it is really, really heavy. But these are metal.
oh cool.
Spurs.
Yeah, it's great. It is really great. Yeah, I love him. He's a bit creepy, but I quite like creepy. You know.
Yeah.
I'm with you,
good.
Mandy. I'm all over it. You know, you want to
Yeah.
hear something? I don't know if it's been said already, but if y'all want to feel a little old, the Toy Story came out 30 years ago.
Mhm.
No.
Yes.
Oh my days.
This is the 30th anniversary of
Over.
Toy Story.
30 years ago.
Jeez.
30 years ago. And I'm 51 years. Oh, damn, bro.
Man.
Yeah, that's older than me. That's crazy.
I remember seeing the trailer for it,
Yep.
and I
It was
remember
so
finding
good.
it really funny. I thought the trailer was hilarious,
And
so
did
that was
and
what
they
made it
did
see
not
it.
know the gold mine that they had behind them.
No,
Literally incredible.
30 years. Oh my
Lilo
God.
and Stitch. I know this is going to be my daughter's favorite because she loves Lilo and Stitch, and she's 25, going on 26, and she still loves it.
It's a funny ass movie, bro.
Yeah, it is. It's funny as hell, bro. Definitely funny as hell.
Yeah,
But this
Stitch is an
man, I
asshole.
know you are excited about.
You got to bring us all back. I'm still stuck. Look.
I know.
Hold
We're
on.
talking about Lilo and Stitch, and then look at Mandy the whole time.
Hold on. 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
sitting up here
you
trying to go. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But Dan, I know you're excited about this one right here, bro.
I'm excited, but I'm scared that they're not going to do what I want or what I would think. They're going to give us.
So
another
what? All right,
Batman.
Dan. Let me ask you a question though. What would you do?
Like,
Or what
we
do you
just
want?
need like the way they've been doing the comic book Marvel stuff, like
Yeah.
the fucking like the Venoms and the
Mhm.
Dr.
the
Doom.
fucking all the other shit, the Iron Mans that
Iron
we've
Man
gotten.
and Doom and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they finally did the Dark Knight Returns Batman,
Oh,
which
right.
is nice.
That's right.
I am getting that, but we need to see other shit besides Batman, dude. Like,
Yeah. And as a
We have
Batman
Linda
fan, that's
Carter.
weird that you would say that, but it's true.
yeah, because
I want them
DC
to
has
do-
a fucking amazing world of
Yeah.
heroes and villains. Like, man, like there's just so much shit they can do, like, and really get into.
I would
like,
love for them to do a comic accurate Green Lantern.
Yeah.
exactly.
That I would
Yeah.
love that.
Bro.
What
I
about
want
Linda Carter Wonder Woman?
Yeah,
Anything,
that's
anything
another one.
other than a million Batman. I just
Bro.
love Batman, but holy
Give me a
fuck.
Christopher Reeves like 2.0 Superman.
Yeah,
Oh,
please.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
one. That's an easy one that they can
Bro.
just knock out. An
That's a
easy one.
no-brainer,
Christopher
yeah.
Give
I
me a
would buy
Martian
it.
Manhunter. Give me a John Stewart, which we are going to get a John Stewart. I'm telling
Yeah.
you right now, that's going to happen. We already know. Give me a Hawkman, Hawk Girl. Give us, bro. I literally. There's a
Comic
whole road,
versions of the Justice League would be fantastic.
bro.
and
Yeah.
even the villains too. Like, dude, give us a Lobo with the
Give us-
fucking bike.
yeah,
Well,
You know how
that's
crazy-
gonna come. That's
No,
gonna
that
come
would
for sure,
crazy
yeah.
that would be, dude. Or
Yeah, that's
give us
gonna happen.
fucking.
that's
dude,
gonna
just
happen.
give us a
Give me a
Vandal Savage.
Mongol. Give me a Mongol, bro.
Mongol.
Like,
Yeah, Mongol. Yeah.
give me that,
all those
bro. Give me a
guys.
Solomon Grundy. Give me a
Solomon Grundy would be sick as fuck. Actually.
Yeah.
It's
Kite
Zatanna.
Man.
bro.
No one wants a kite man. Am I the only one who wants a kite man?
Bro, Kite Man. That would be
Like all those, like You know, Clayface. I'd see probably.
Yeah,
Clayface would be like the hardest one that they would have to make. Like,
Yeah,
I don't think they would ever do a Clayface besides.
they might consider the simple fact that he's already brought it into the DC universe, and we know that they're going to do a film. They might, depending on how they basically do it. The aesthetics behind it.
They're just going to give us a bag of Play-Doh.
Hey, make your own,
bro. Give me
$5 bag of Play-Doh.
Yeah,
they wanted to save money on a face sculpt. They could just do the question,
right?
Dude, a comic Constantine would be.
I would love the
sick.
question,
bro. A comic Constantine, bro. Give me a comic accurate Ultraman, because I definitely would want the the multiversal version of the Justice League. The evil version of it would be incredible.
Oh yeah.
Night Owl. Cool. Or no, not Night Owl. Sorry,
dude, Superman with the white suit, bro.
Yeah. Oh, bro,
fucking mean, bro.
Yeah. Bro, if they gave us Superboy Prime, bro.
Yeah.
God,
Superboy Prime would be sick. But like, there's just so much potential that they can do for DC that they've been doing for Marvel. Like, dude, like
Gold would be good.
Like getting Guardians of the Galaxy and shit, dude. There's so much other shit we could do with DC in that same realm. Bro. Like, you know what I mean?
There is.
There's
look
a lot.
We got. Look who's back from
Calvin.
From the work hiatus, because we know he's been busy as shit. What's going on, Cal?
What's going on, everybody? What y'all up to?
What's going on? Chilling, man. How you been, bro?
Shit, grinding as always, new year, new grind, nothing different.
Did you get the truck? You got your truck. Is it back in order? Like everything's fixed on it?
Yeah.
Word.
Straight.
That's good, bro. What you think about the DC 90 years of DC, bro? And the possibility of what we can get from it?
I think James Gunn is gonna knock it wide open. He's got a vast choice to play with, and I think he's gonna use everything at his arsenal. So I'm ready to just sit back and see what he comes up with.
Yeah, definitely, man. And here's the thing, like it's gonna be interesting to see how they greet that Superman film, the characters from it. You know what I mean? And Superman in general, how people will embrace that suit. I think one of the biggest things, bro, like, and I've seen this around and it's happening already, and we had already predicted it, you have your, Zack Snyder followers versus James Gunn, and they're already starting that shit. Like, it's already starting.
For me, it's not a big deal. Me personally, I don't like the suit, but I don't care about the suit as long as the character is, or as long as they do the character right. I don't really care how he looks.
Yeah.
But I mean, it just depends. Like certain characters, like Hot Girl, like that suit. I know it's like some type of like corporate suit they're wearing, but that shit is trash. I mean, I know they're gonna change, but that suit looked terrible on her.
I think it's one of those things where we have to see what the context of the suits.
Yeah, exactly. There needs to be a reason why they're wearing.
Yeah, because I don't think those suits are the what they.
No, they're not. There's no way. I mean, hot girl wearing a leather jacket. It just looks weird.
Yeah.
But
yeah, bro, it's sort of like they're going the way of like the original X-Men, bro, like the first X-Men film that we got. And I'm like, come on, man, move away from the leather, bro. Like, move away from that, bro.
The leather never worked very well.
Like you can use different material, bro. Like and make it make sense. Like use a certain fabric or a certain, like you can even, bro. I don't know.
It's just. I like cares about is that they do the character right. Superman, I don't love the suit. I don't love how boxy he looks. Yeah, and I get why they're doing it, but all I care about is that they do his character correctly, and that like he's not a fucking like he shouldn't be an idiot. Like like Superman's actually very intelligent. He's just kind of like he's just a goody two shoes. That's just how it is. Yeah, but he shouldn't be fucking like hella dumb. Like I don't know.
I think in the context of it, James Gunn. Here's the thing, bro, because I did have my trepidations even about like the what was it, the monster, what is it, the monster what's it called, Monster Squad, what is it called?
The fucking
Creature Commandos.
Damn, a Phosphorus would be low-key kind of sick. I ain't gonna lie,
bro.
In bigger form,
this show is actually
great. Oh yeah,
the show is actually good, bro. And I'm like, okay, the thing is, it's like we can't, because we're talking about James Gunn, and we know his treatment towards certain things, and he has a plan, and I think it's going to it'll be there. We just got to kind of wait, and again, we're moving, we completely have to move ourselves away from the Snyderverse. We did get a tease of Batman, but we don't know what version. He did say he's not willing to commit to what they showed. He said, I'm not committing to any of that shit. He said, I'm just saying we know that Batman's in that universe, so we gotta see how it's going to be. But then I agree, like, I hope they give us a host of other characters aside from.
If we get a gold Michael Keaton, bro, I'm gonna quit the hobby. Like, I'm gonna quit, bro.
If they did some shit like that,
That's
that
some
would
bullshit, bro.
like a anniversary version, or like don't do that. Don't do that.
On that note,
I'm gonna lose it.
I
bro.
have to get out. I gotta get to work. So.
Okay, brother. Thank you for being here, man.
Thanks
See you,
for
Rob.
having me as
All right,
always. Sorry I couldn't stick around.
No, I get it.
The rest of my Sundays this month are completely free, so I won't be abandoning you guys early anymore. At least not.
Okay,
the
gotcha,
Sounds
bro.
good, man.
No problem.
All
Man.
right.
Thank you for being here, bro.
Take
Appreciate
it easy, Rob.
Thanks, guys.
Good to see
Okay,
you.
Later,
take
Rob.
care.
Yeah,
Bye.
definitely, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here, bro. So yeah, man, that like, again, like I said, they're going through like a whole list of pretty much everything that's going to be shown, or the IPs or licenses, the license that they have for all of these things. It's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting to see where they go with it. Hot Toys is prepping up, of course, to be huge this year. So we'll see how it's going. Calvin, how you been with the onslaught of everything? Have you, like, lately, because I said you've been busy lately, but how you been with, like, just all the pre-orders that have been dropping, all the figures that have been dropping, man? How you been in that space, bro?
I think I've done well. I don't pre-order like I used to. In my head, I'm like, yeah, I want that, but I just never actually put the pre-order in. And so when it's something I really want, I'll put it down and lock it in. But now we have, I've got the raise in my back pocket, and I can hit them up, or I've got other avenues to get things. So
yeah,
not to mention the vast community. People are always in this off left and right. So, and I've also ordered things late on purpose. Now everybody's trying to get shit first. I'm trying to get that shit last. I don't need that PO.
Yeah.
I don't need that invoice. So I've been like, I just got my Superman a couple days ago, and I've been fine with it. So I'm like, I get it when I get it.
Who'd you get yours from?
Kid.
Oh, you got it from Kid. Because I just got
Hit me with that invoice on Christmas Day. I was like, God damn, thanks for the Christmas present, Kid. Damn. He gonna send a brother a bill on Christmas? You cold piece.
No, I don't give a
You could wait till tomorrow.
Nah.
Ho ho ho, pay me.
Ho, ho.
Right. And I felt like the hoe. Shit.
Yup. That's just how it was, bro. That's just how it was for fucking Paul Atreides. They sent out the invoice to everybody a week, or like the week of Christmas, like that week they sent it out and was like, okay, Paul Atreides is coming, get that shit now. But and then I got my invoice from Spec about Superman. You know what I mean? Which is, I was like, oddly enough, that's quick as shit for them. But I just got my invoice about that. So it's, yeah, across the field, like everything right now is real crazy. I think 2025, based on 2024, is going to be a whole different breed in the realm of collecting. It's not going to be the same. Like it's definitely not going to be the same. People are going to be real careful about what they do. And I think there's going to be a scaling back of pre-ordering for real. So do you think that, and my question is, do you think that with that possibly happening, do you think it's going to affect the exclusive space to where they're going to be like, well, if people are stopping and they're not pre-ordering as much, what do we do in the space of exclusivity? What do we do in the space of only putting out like a small margin of figures at that point if people are saying, fuck it, it's just way too much? Because, bro, Sideshow has to be getting out, regardless of what they right now, they have to be affected, like literally have to be affected with so many pre-orders,
that's why
many
she's
things
getting
dropping.
delayed.
Yeah,
That's why when something comes out, it gets delayed, bro. They're like, oh fuck, we don't got We don't got time for this right now. That's exactly why they're doing that.
Yeah, bro. Wanda Quinn, especially with the artisan prices. Yeah, that's Calvin. Did you get the Jack Sparrow?
I got it. Let that shit go. When my clutch went out, I was like, I'm cool. And then one of my boys was like, well, I think he hit the whole chat. He was like, yo, anybody need it? I was like, fuck it, I'll take it back. So I got it back.
Nah.
Yeah, I feel
there you go, like that. It's like that, man. I have to do that with Revan. I had to let that shit go. There's too much shit. Too much shit hit me at once. So I was like, Revan was charging from Sideshow. I let it go. I'll just get it at a later date.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. Like,
I've seen a lot of people selling secondhand. They're like they couldn't Revan, just like I've seen loads of them on Facebook. It's mad. It's like you've only just got it.
And there's
too much shit, dude. It's just too much stuff hidden at once for a lot of people.
My local comic book shop, the guy who runs it, he said something. I got some Hot Toys in from him, and he said something interesting when when I paid for them. He's like, "Enjoy them while you can." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Enjoy them while you can." I'm like, "Am I gonna die? Like, what's gonna happen here?" He's like, "No, but eventually you're gonna run out of space, and those figures are probably gonna end up right back here." And I'm like, so enjoy them while you have them, because you may not have them for very long.
That's ominous.
At the rate you're going. I'm like, whoa. So it gave me a lot to think about, where I'm like, oh crap, because you think about how many figures we get in, boxes piling up by the door and all that, and then you put it on the shelf, and then do you think about it afterwards?
Yeah.
Or are we too, are we hung up on getting the new hotness, so to speak? Because again, we're being bombarded with good stuff. It's all good stuff that's coming our way.
It's good stuff, but it's like it's stuff that we want. But then now I think more than ever, people are going to end up, because when I started, originally it was just Star Wars. That's what I was collecting. And I think the first Marvel character that I collected was Panther at that point. It was a Black Panther. And then after that, I just started collecting everything else, Marvel based and Star Wars. But that was back when we didn't have like most of these streaming properties. You know what I mean? Before
Hot Toys only released like 20, 30 figures a year.
Yeah, bro. They weren't doing that shit. You were lucky if they basically released like maybe 2 or 3. You know what I mean? At that point, or whatever. But now it's on the basis of a ton of shit that's being dropped all at once. We got Jake from State Farm that's in the building with us right now, bro. Like, bro, what? Because like I said, you're one of the distributors of these pieces.
Painfully.
How has life been with you for like the last couple of months, bro?
Dude, I want no part of this business anymore. That's how I feel.
Wow.
Because I mean, I know we kind of we touched on last week, and hey, what's going on, by the way, everybody?
Hey,
brother.
What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up? But yeah, that's right. That's why I'm late. Just kidding. But no, man. I mean, dude, we get kind of emails the way you guys do, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, Darth Revan's shipping soon, or Jack Sparrow shipping soon, Tech shipping soon, whatever it is. But our quantities are obviously, higher than normal. So when I see 27 Darth Revans starting to ship, I'm like, Jesus Christ, and that's on top of everything else hitting all at once. So I'll get 5 or 6 of those emails a day going, okay, well, you guys are planning to take $25,000 out of my account right off the rip. But the thing that sucks is, you have a lot of the same customers pre-ordering these items, and then they're like, well, I can't get all 4 of these figures I pre-ordered because, I wasn't anticipating 3 of them releasing early or whatever it is. So we get stuck with it. And Sideshow has no forgiveness. You cannot email and say, listen, can you, part these out a little bit? Can I spread these out? They're like, no, you are in danger of losing your wholesale account if you do. So you either lose your account or pony up the money and sit on those figures long enough for either your customers to try and get some money into your account for you, or they just say, listen, I have to be willing to give it up, and then you're trying to scramble to find a buyer just to recoup your funds. It is not it's not easy. And this is 2024 was by far the worst onslaught I've ever experienced. I mean, I know I said it last week too, but I mean, we were really in danger of having to shut the doors down.
Shit, bro. And that's strictly off of just hot
That's
toys.
just Sideshow, man. Yeah.
I mean, just like off of figures alone.
Yeah.
And this is because I'm pretty sure you're surviving well on comics is just because of the fucking figures.
Right. I mean, I've got 5 or 6 other distributors. I mean, and none of them do that, and they're all willing to work with you. Sideshow is not, but they haven't said as much, but I'm pretty sure Sideshow is doing whatever they can to phase out small businesses like me being distributors for them, because technically we're competition for them. You know, because whereas they're giving us our wholesale pricing, well, all these people who order from us, they could just be taking or getting the retail price out of these people by just going to their website instead of coming through us. So they're doing what they can to. Go ahead.
Where is Sideshow based, Jack?
California. They're out of they're like Thousand Oaks, California.
Okay.
And you know, they're doing what they can to phase us out. And I know that there are other shops that I've talked to that have been trying to get Sideshow distribution accounts, but they do a thing where, you know, you can't have another Sideshow wholesaler within 50 miles of you, and then like a radius, and then they're just making it stricter and stricter, harder and harder criteria to meet in order to have that. So I've had mine since 2018, and you know, they're making it more difficult for everybody. They're just trying to shut that side of their business down.
So, but at the same time, though, wouldn't that kind of hurt them when it comes to distribution in a sense? Because a lot of people choose not, again, like it's a mute point when you do have, well, again, I got to kind of refrain from that because what's going to happen in 2025 might change things with the possibility of the tariffs happening. People getting overseas with 10% and all that shit might end up changing as well. But wouldn't that sort of like hurt them in a sense, considering the simple fact that, yes, you know, it is competition, but it's also a way to make money wholesale as well. Like that wouldn't that?
The only thing, so it's super weird. I think Sideshow overestimates their reach and their visibility. So when I started my store, my shop, and got my wholesale account with Sideshow, most of my customers, 99% of them, had never heard of Hot Toys. They had never seen them because they don't carry them in big box stores. So what that did was it created a visibility for these product lines in a community that had never really seen them. But then that goes on. So, you know, without my store, my entire community, pretty much 99% of people would have never heard of Hot Toys. But what that does is that directs them to Sideshow's website, or it directs them to Hot Toys Facebook page, whatever it is, and they start putting their finger on the pulse. So then Sideshow has more visibility that way, and you know, and they know that they can't get exclusives through me, so that still directs them to Sideshow. So it's weird. Like without us, there's a whole community that would have never heard of Hot Toys and then would never go to your site, would have never bought a figure. But then at the same time, they sell them to us and they don't get retail price for them, so they're not making as much profit.
Yeah, that's true, man. I get it. It is tough, bro. We're having this discussion because I never thought that we would be sitting here having this type of discussion about figures, bro. Like the onslaught that we've experienced this within the past, I think it's been 2024 more so than anything. We got teased a little bit in 2023, but it was more manageable because they weren't. And again, a lot of these figures were being delayed and they spaced them out in a certain way.
2022 and 2023 had certain times of the year where they hit us pretty hard. If you remember, like when the PS2 PS4 Spider-Man Miles Morales came out, and it hit Sideshow the same exact day that the blogger photos were released. So like they piled it on at a couple times during those couple of years, but not this year has been consistently just every time I have an email from Sideshow, my heart just fucking skips a beat.
I can only imagine, bro.
It's just the earliness of everything, though. I mean, like you said, Jack Sparrow was meant to be a few months away, wasn't it? But you know, like stuff that came out last year, it's like bloody hell. That
and bro, and what they did, and the fucked up part about it is, my Revan has been locked up with them now for almost a month. It was locked up for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. And because I had the special edition, it was locked up for because all they did was they shipped out the regular version, not the exclusive
without the coin thing.
with the coin, which I don't give a fuck about a coin, but
Yeah.
they shipped out those first, but they locked up those orders, but then had the fucking nerve last week to say your item will be shipping this week. Make sure you make changes according. How the fuck am I gonna make changes when you have my shit locked for almost a month? You know what I mean? Like, but this is what they did, right? So the only choice that I have is to get it or cancel it. That's it. Like, that's the only choice that you basically have. This is what Sideshow is doing right now to folks.
Dude, they've got a gun to all our heads.
Yeah, like literally.
My first Greedo payment on Christmas Day on the 25th. It's like I've never bought from Sideshow before. Well, the first payment, Christmas Day. It's like, come on.
I mean, we'd never want to find ourselves in a situation where Sideshow was the only game in town. We don't want them to have a monopoly. Otherwise, it's like, well, Sideshow's like, what price do we want to set for this product?
That's why they were pissed at Toys Wonderland all those years ago, because with Toys Wonderland, you can get a figure for $212 shipped, and Hot Toys or Sideshow would be sitting there like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I get it, dude. For a while, Toys Wonderland back then was great because, dude, you get a figure day one with way less fucking money paid, it get to you faster, and there was no issues. And then Toys Wonderland just went like this, and then boom, straight fucking nosedive off a cliff. That's
exactly. Flexing. What I mean by that is, so you know how when it's preparing, when they say preparing to ship or your order is processing, right? So what they did was they processed all the regular versions first. So they got those out. They got all the other ones out. No. He says, couldn't you call Sideshow and to make any changes needed for? No, you can't. When they lock that shit up and you contact them, because I contacted them to let them know. And the excuse that they gave me was, well, it's going to be coming soon. And this is basically the processing time. But when they didn't know, they didn't. They just locked it. They locked the actual order up. So you can contact them, but they won't give you the option to make any changes as far as, if you wanted to extend it or place it on a payment plan. Because the option was there, but it's not there anymore because they locked it. You can't go in and make any type of changes. So they're really iffy about certain things. And I think they're going to make changes to even that process now. So
they definitely will.
They're going to make changes to that process now. It's definitely going to hit hard with a lot of people. So it's just being prepared for it. So yeah. Yep, it is. It's messed up. That's definitely what they're doing, bro. It's a really, really tough situation, and which is why right now if they even thought, and if they're thinking about, now, all these years we've been sitting on this Iron Man, we've been sitting on this Captain Marvel, we've been sitting on this Stan Lee, we've been sitting on all of these particular figures. If y'all thought y'all were sitting on shit then, watch what's going to happen this year.
I think they're very close to getting rid of like your ability to ever get your NRD back.
Yeah.
Deposits. Because I know they're pretty lenient with people. I think you're about to see that. The dinosaurs.
Yep.
Have you heard about all that kerfuffle this week about JND and people trying to get their deposits back on that weird Joker?
Yeah.
That money's spent. That's why. That money's gone.
That's gone.
But here's the thing. That's a lot of money to lose.
This is why, because I think Ben Thomas said he canceled that shit earlier. So Ben was fucking lucky as hell. He was definitely lucky as hell. If there's more serious talk on tariffs, you will see prices rise dramatically and immediately. Yep. And that's what I think is.
I think we already are.
Yep. The NRD is about to go up. They're about to raise the NRD on they're raising the NRD. The cost of shipping is about to go up further as well. So just be prepared for that.
Shipping's already bullshit, bro.
It's already bullshit, bro. It's already bullshit. It is.
I think we're already seeing the price of the tariffs built into these figures because everyone's complaining about why is this $305 for Malgus and $305 for Nicepool. I think that's because they're already anticipating the tariffs. Because that Malgus, you don't have any likeness. rights you're going to have to get for that. And then Nicepool you did, but I guarantee that Nicepool last year would have been a 280, 275 figure.
Yeah.
So I think we're already seeing these tariff prices being built into these 2025 announcements.
And you know what's fucked up about this? About the prices going up already because of these tariffs?
Is it supposed to bring the prices down?
Not just that, but the fucked up part is now when let's say the tariffs don't happen and all these fucking increases happen, the companies aren't going to fucking drop the price.
No, they're not. That was the advertised price.
Yep. That was that's it. That's it. The only thing, and we talked about this before, and I was like, we said like, well, if you've locked in pre-orders prior to or before, then you're safe. I don't think you are. I really don't think you are.
For you guys.
I hope you are, because because the thing is, they can get us back in a different way. You can lock in the pre-orders and they might not change the prices there, but what if they change the price in shipping though?
Well, yeah, I'm not saying they're not going to pass the cost off somehow, but I think legally I don't think they can, or they have to, without any kind of punishment, go ahead and refund or cancel your order, and they don't owe you anything, because when you pre-ordered that and you locked it in at a price.
True. Oh, by the way, people out there, if you hear, you know where that's coming from. It's not any of us that's visible on the panel.
It's under the table.
If you hear any of that, I'm just letting you know.
No, my dumbass decided to do an endeavor, right? Like, there's a reason you have to see my top 10 for the year. It's because I thought I'm going to rephotograph and do all new poses, all new pictures of my top 10.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking dumb for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm working on the last one right now.
Yeah. The thing is, I put out all my top 10s, underrated top 10 figures of the year, but then top 10 most anticipated releases of the year. And I was dreading it because, like I said, it can definitely change, but then it was, a couple years back, it was easier to do that because it was like we didn't have as many as we do now.
Yeah, 115 figures in 1 year.
Bro, it's shout out also Cobra Drop. I keep
Collector
Joey for putting out that list of a list of pre-orders this year alone. I was like, fuck, I didn't believe that shit.
Yeah, the releases are crazy too, bro. The amount per year is wild.
Yeah. Rusty Blanco Mars Toys is making profit off of $140 figures. Do you think, now let me ask you a question. Do you think that even that has a possibility of going up?
Absolutely. Anything being imported from China, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But all through, because Trump put those tariffs out during his first term, and Chinese manufacturers just moved manufacturing to places like Vietnam, Taiwan, other things to get around it. Yeah. So it's just going to force them to become more clever. But all these things we're seeing, I think, are preemptive. But also, Mars Toys doesn't have to pay any official licensing rights either.
Yeah, true. That's
and
true.
On top of that, just like people are don't understand that, like, we're getting a lot of Trump shit from his first fucking term now.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so that's all of the shit he puts in now, or that he does when he comes into office, is going to affect us years down the road. So it may not get crazy expensive now, but it will be 5 years time, 6 years time, something like that. Just watch.
Yeah, shit is definitely going to change, man. Collecting is going to it's going to look a bit different. It's going to feel a bit different this year. Yeah,
I think that's your wallet's tight.
I'll have the one saving grace in this is that this year we'll hopefully see a diversity in what we get from Hot Toys, as opposed to last year where I think it's either Star Wars or it's Batman, or it's a little bit of Marvel. It's like, please give me something that's not these. And then they sprinkled in a little Terminator, and they sprinkled in a little Predator. It's like, more of that, please. More left field stuff. More of the IPs that I, give other people a chance to collect something.
I saw you, Cheeks.
You saw
you with your pants around your ankles. I seen that.
Bro, it looked like I had pants on. I'm just so hairy.
I thought we was on the episode of Club Shay Shay for a minute.
Well, fuck, I was going to say something I don't remember. Damn you, Dan.
Yo, that is Renz cheeking.
Dude, Renz is wild, man. That dude messages me about every day. That guy, I love that guy. He's wild.
Renz is funny as all hell, bro. For real, definitely. But that's it, man. Just be prepared. Everybody be safe this year when it comes to collecting. It's 2025. We got to start curating. We got to be safe when it comes to these things, man. When you get them in or when you're ordering, just don't let it stress you out. Don't let it. And here's the thing: these type of conversations, even though it is a tough conversation, these are the things that we should have. Not about how much we hate a person or anybody else. Talking about like just the prices and stuff like that. This is the space we exist in because it has a lot to do with collecting, and that's cool. But not hating on people, bro. Like that's just dead. That's just fucking dead. Like that's in that space. 2025 is about protecting your wallets, still enjoying the hobby for what it is. You know, the fellowship between us all, and let's just keep it in that realm. And everything
Except
else.
Ian, fuck that guy, dude.
He is funny as fuck. So definitely, man. But anyway, thank you guys for being here. Dan,
I love that. It's just a sigh.
What, bro? What?
As he wears an Avengers sweatshirt, turncoat.
Yes. What? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So,
motherfucker.
Yeah, nice that Joker right there too.
Yeah, yeah. What do you got going on, bro? What can we expect from you next, man?
Of course,
cheating.
But I will be doing this review, or I have to edit it still. I'll try to get out tonight, maybe tomorrow morning for Supergirl. Mm-hmm. That's kind of it. I got on my plate right now. We did have an LWO episode last Friday. It was on Mario's channel. If you guys want to check it out, I was like kind of last minute, so like didn't really announce it. Now people were like, "Hey, what the fuck?" So that happened on Mario's channel. It was like a 4-hour stream. So
damn,
it was a long one.
I saw half of that, bro. I was like,
it was a long one. It was 4 hours. So you got some good work, something to listen to while at work. But that was fun. I should be doing another episode this week. And again, like I said, my like this room is a fucking mess right now. Like I have shit everywhere. I'm trying to block stuff up. I have fucking all kinds of stuff everywhere. Yeah. So I'm gonna be like here and there moving stuff, and I have figures for sale, man. Like I will actually thinking about changing up like my vision of my display once I get to the new spot. So there's some stuff that I'm probably gonna be letting go of. So yeah, just look out for that. I'll be putting them in the groups and shit. So just stay tuned. And that's kind of it, man. Thanks for having me on. It's always fun being on here on a Sunday. And stay cheating.
Stay cheating, bro. Definitely stay cheating. Thank you for being here. As always, man. Can you stop cheeking for a second and just let everybody know what you got going on?
You might as well just change your name to Doom Cheeks.
Cheeks McGee, bro. Doom
Don't
Cheeks.
be giving me any ideas. Well, I've been doing drywall work and stuff. I'm kind of in the middle of redoing the boys' bathroom upstairs, and then I'm putting out my top 10 maybe today. Depends on how long this takes me to do for 2024. And I got my first figure in for 2025. So I'm going to be doing something with that as well. So other than that, I'll be just cheeking and just watching you guys. I apologize for coming in late, but I do appreciate you letting me come and hang out. It's always a good time when I can make it.
I already know the excuse. And, if I see you back on the show, like here in a few weeks, like about 10 pounds lighter, I know why.
Well, that's because I'm finally getting back in the gym for the first time in my life. I'm being one of those New Year's resolutioners because I took a year off from the gym.
Word,
So.
definitely, bro.
But then it's
You
also
need to do when you got cheeks, bro.
Cheeks, bro. Right.
Yeah, but you got to keep the cheeks is the thing. You got to keep the cheeks.
Keep the cheeks. You got to keep the cheekage up, bro. Didn't
match my
Burberry
chick with
just
the
get
squats.
caught charging $1,000? Yeah, they did. They did. I saw an advertisement. I mean, a report on that. It wasn't just them either. It was a couple of companies that got hit with that, bro. So like a lot of shit is about to go down, like literally go down. It is booming. Yep, price of everything. That's why, like I said, I mean, I don't. You said something about Jordans earlier. I don't even buy J's anymore. I don't buy high price shoes. I don't do that shit anymore. 51, I moved beyond that. It's just it doesn't matter. It don't even matter to me anymore. I'm done. But yeah, that's true though, bro. I do agree. X, what you got going on, bro?
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you again for having me on today's show. It's always great.
Say what Wednesday? Yeah, go ahead.
So you'll find me next on Say What Wednesday, or my favorite show on Hump Day. Do people still call it Hump Day? Hump Day.
Yeah, they call it.
Yes. I mean, I would expect amongst this crew that it's
I call it
definitely
Cheeks
called.
Day.
I was gonna say instead of Hump Day,
Cheeks Day.
we'll call it Cheeks Day. So this Cheeks Day, aka this Wednesday, I will be on Say What Wednesday. But thank you for having me. I think I'm looking for my invoice from Kit at any point in time for the 66 Riddler to show up on my doorstep. So that'll be my first figure of 2025. And thanks. It's good to see everyone, and hope you enjoy your rest of your Sunday.
Definitely, bro. Appreciate. Thank you for being here as always. Calvin, man, what's going on with you, brother, man? I know you out there working, man, but what you got going on, bro?
Give me 5 minutes. Let me finish my paperwork. Come back to me.
All right, got you. Let me see who else we got going on here. Lovely Mandy, what you got going
on? Well, another week not working, but I got physio in hospital this week, so hopefully that'll be a little bit more progress there. Got some figures coming in this week. I've got the Range Trooper, Sabine Wren, and what's the other one? Jack Sparrow. And then from a friend, I've got the Force Awakens Han Solo coming in. So I always wanted that because I love the sculpt. So I'm really looking forward to him. So it's a bigger week, and then I'm going to have a go at, because I'm really missing photography, and because I can't get my left hand kind of up to get it to my eye, because I don't usually shoot on a tripod. I'm going to have a bash towards the end of the week of just getting some bits down one-handed and setting it all up on a tripod and see how I do there. So because I'm missing photography so much, and I've got so much time on my hands, so I'm going to have a bash at that, and that's it really. That's it. But thank you for having me. It's good to see everyone. It's good to hang out, and it always brightens your spirits and fills your heart. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you for being here. As always, highly appreciated. I know you've pretty much been on a been upset about the whole your arm and everything. Well, I get it, but we patient. We do see your work. We see you. We see you jump in and do things here and there. You know what I mean? Like, but at least you're consistent about cheating whenever you can. Dan to come in and just throw shit in and dip out for like a few weeks or a month. And then you got Cheeks McGee, who will say, he'll put up and say, oh, anonymous, but still has his tag.
At least I know you're watching, man, right? That's how I know you're paying attention.
Bro, he puts up a system. Bro, it's that's crazy. Definitely, bro. But thanks, Mandy. Thanks you for being here as always. Cal, man, what you got going on, bro?
Work as usual, trying to get ahead of this all these damn invoices. I'm gonna be a little more low key this year. I want to get back to traveling. I didn't get no passport stamps this last year, so my priorities are a little different this year. I made some trips, but I didn't make no international trips, and I'm like, nah, that ain't me. So definitely got Tokyo coming up, but to me and my wife, we're looking to make some trips this year. So I'll be around though.
Mexico, huh?
You said Mexico?
Is that what you said?
No, hell no. Mexico's down the street. I'm sick of Mexico.
I was like, that's why I was like, Mexico.
I'm like, shit, I'm always at Mexico. No, that shit ain't nothing new. No, I'm talking about real spots. So, yeah, no. That's about it, though. Happy to see everybody, though. Good seeing, my man Jake is over there still doing what he do.
Yeah. Shake it.
Mm-hmm. So, man, glad to see your arm is doing better.
Thank you.
And Dan already knows he's my man. So, it is what it is. But,
Yeah, bro. Thank you for being here, man. As always, we definitely appreciate having you here, man. Yeah, man, nothing different. I'm cleaning out some shit, changing some stuff around.
Making space for them statues, bro.
Nah. Like I'm changing up as much as I can, bro, because shit right now is just hectic. Like it literally is. Things are just a little bit too expensive, so I gotta kind of be careful as well. And I'm just like, Calvin was talking, like the Tokyo trip is like right around the corner, so just planning for that ain't easy. That shit ain't easy. You know what I mean? It definitely ain't easy. So we got a lot, going on in that space as well. So yeah, man, still around, still gonna be doing everything, but it's just gonna be a new phase this year, doing something completely different and just be in a different space and not really focused on. What figure I got coming? I think I got Chopper coming this week, and that's it. Still, but I did. So Chopper's coming, and Paul Atreides will probably be here in next week. Not this week, or probably next week. I don't know, depending on how quickly they get it over.
You gonna send that second one to me?
Bro, I don't think it was the second one. I don't think it was, because it was the same. It was a different. It's the same order number, or the same. Yeah, I think it was the same order number, but just the different. So I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why they ended up sending two invoices the way not invoices, but two shipping tracking numbers.
Just let me get the other one for free, bro.
That's a long-winded way of saying no, but all right.
No, I don't. It's because I don't know if it is. I think it's just one. I think the only person who said that he got two was Ian, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I hate that guy.
That was it. You know what I mean? So I think it's just one, but we'll got. I don't know if it's two. I'll let you know. But so far, it's just one that I know about anyway. So we got to let you know. I think he said he called them or he messaged them to let them know.
Yeah, he's a narc.
And it is what it is. But yeah, he said I had the same issues happen. Strange. So Brandon, like, what did you get? You got two invoices, or not two invoices, two shipping notices, but was it the same order number? I don't know. We'll see. It's just weird. The way they do it, I guess I don't know. It's going to catch up to itself. So we'll see how it is. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. It was another great show. I do appreciate you guys in the chat. Again, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so we always up to date. So what we got going on over here, have a wonderful week, the rest of your evening. I'm off for like the next 3 days. So I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff. So I'm not touching work at all. I told all of them, kiss my ass. Told all clients, kiss my ass. I'm not doing nothing. I'm be chilling. So other than that, thank you very much for being here, you guys, and everybody out there. Love y'all. We'll see y'all later. We out. Peace.